So today we're going to talk about actions. So the actions are the ones that we express when we are interacting with anybody else. Like if I'm having a conversation with someone else, I will be showing some actions and developing some structures of language, body language, or I will say any type of information that the other can perceive as an action for me to show reality or fakeness. So, for example, if I'm telling you the truth, so I will show you some actions, or I will do some actions with my body that will show you that I'm actually telling you the truth. So if I'm not saying the truth, probably I will show some other gestures with my face that you will notice that I'm probably lying to you. Like for example, if you ask me, uh, do you steal the piece of cake that I had on the table? No. So there is even a series that it talks about some gestures that we show, like without noticing, like unconsciously, that they show that we are not telling the truth to someone else. Like when you go to look for a visa, like the concert, that they are evaluating you, they are evaluating all your gestures in order for them to know if you're telling the truth or if you're lying to them. Well, there are some people that they are pretty good liars, but there are some others that they are not as good as those people. So in this case, let's say that when we are asking someone, or if I ask you to tell me if you're actually able to identify when somebody is lying to you, can I? The question will be, can you or could you? Let's do it this way. Could you spot a fake smile? Let's say, for example. So can you spot? Can you or could you spot a fake smile? Yes, I can, or yeah, or no, you cannot. So a spot is basically this. Like a spot is to identify or to recognize what somebody is doing. So when you spot a person, you are actually noticing that they are telling you something. So for example, we have a fake person or something that is fake. It means that it's not real, it's not genuine. So for example, this will be the contrary. So fake and genuine are opposite. So if you're fake to me, it means that you are not true. You are not real. You are faking. You're faking your friendship with me. So when we are talking about actions, we normally use the present continuous tense in order for us to express actions that are happening just now. Like for example, right now I'm talking to the screen, not to the screen, actually to the camera. So it means that this is an action that I'm doing right now. If I take my phone and I start talking on the phone, so what am I doing? I am talking on the phone. So we use the present continue to express the actions that we are doing. So normally, how do we form the present continue? So in English, to talk about actions that someone is doing, we use the present continuous tense. How do we form it? So basically, it is subject plus verb plus ing. I know that most of you have heard about the ing. So basically, the ing is just like to express that the action is happening just now. So, for example, if I want to say that I'm dancing, I'm playing bachata and I'm dancing, so I need to say I am. So, for example, I am dancing. So that means that that action is happening just now. So if it is a simple present, it means that I dance. It is something that you can do at any time, but you are not doing it now. I dance. That's simple present. But it doesn't mean that you're dancing. When you are doing the action, it means that you are doing it just right now. So in that case, you use the subject, which is I am, and the verb. Dance, which is this one, dance. We drop the E and we put the ing to express the continuity of the action. So how do we form the questions in order for us to ask about actions that are happening just now? The same way that we know already how to form double H questions. So we do the same. So for example, what are you doing? What are you doing? For example, what are you doing? Well, right now you're watching my video. So that means that you are, or for example, I am watching a video. So that means that you're watching a video right now. So this is to express continuity in the action that is happening right now for you. So this is very used in English, like when you are using this type of verb or tense. It is regularly used for Americans, like they use it a lot. So for example, I can tell you, are you going to the party tonight? Yes, I am. It does not mean that you're in the party. It means that it is an action that it will be happening tonight. So are you going to the party? Yes, I'm going to the party tonight. Why? So that's something to express also a future action that it will be happening. So you are certainly expressing that you are doing that action. So now let's talk about feelings and actions. I was mentioning before, as we are also talking about the actions, we just talked about the present continue. So present continue, continues. So also let's talk about the gestures. So how about feelings? Basically feelings and gestures. And gestures. So what are these? So feelings are the emotions that we express when we are talking with someone. So there's some different type of feelings and emotions, but we normally global or talk about or express the majority of them when we're talking. The gestures are the signs with the body signs that we do when we are expressing our feelings. So for example, if I want to know how do you feel today or your feelings about something, I ask you, for example, like, how do you feel? So how do you, the auxiliary, how do you feel? So this is in order for you to know about the feelings of a person. So in this case, you can just add more information to the question that you're asking, so the other person know exactly what that are you referring to. So for example, if I want to know how do you feel right now about the coronavirus situation, so how do you feel about it? You can tell me, well, I feel frustrated, I feel worried about the war. So you see, I'm talking about emotions that I feel when I'm talking about the coronavirus. So it happens the same. So actions and that we develop in order for us to be more expressive or to communicate better with the other person talking. So this is basically everything for today, guys. I hope that you understand how to talk about the present continuum, how to form. And when we are talking about feelings and gestures, I will show you some pictures of different gestures just for you to have them in your mind and keep reminding. So I really thank you for your time and have a good one. Bye bye.